Okay, so here we have an absolutely massive package of things that I bought from Taobao. I'm really surprised that I didn't get hit with customs charges, but yeah, let's open this up. Now the really weird thing about this is that I ordered several different puzzles from several different sellers on Taobao, and everything arrived on the same day at Taobao Ring. And that's never happened before, so I mean the chances of that happening are really small. Also, Taobao Ring, they've changed the name to 42 Agent now. There's also several freebies as well in this package, and again it's like getting a freebie. Getting a freebie, it's quite uncommon, so it's pretty crazy how I've got about three or more freebies from 3 or more different sellers. So let's see what we've got in here. So loads of bubble wrap packages. Alright, so let's start opening these. So in this package we have a Cubetwist Void 3x3, bandaged 3x3. We have a Diansheng Speed Cube. Looks like a fairly modern speed cube. What's this one now? Oh, QiYi Warrior. This was a freebie. Here we have the Heshu 24-piece round magic snake. Now I did get several round magic snakes, and that's because you know, the more I get, the more chance there'll be of getting like a full-sized one which isn't held together by string. The one that I unboxed couple of weeks ago, I think, it didn't seem like full size at first. It looks very narrow, but then when I measured it against a regular sized 24-piece snake, this round one, it's actually the same length, so maybe this is full size, but at first I was thinking it was actually like a small sized one. So I thought, well, since they're so cheap, I'll get a few of them, and then there's more chance that I will get a full sized one which isn't held together by a string, because the ones that are held together by a string they break a lot more easily. So this is another freebie, well, 2 freebies. So we've got a tiny Diansheng 3x3. I've already got one of these, and we've got this this green cube stand. So here we have another round magic snake, and we have a Chess Super Master Magic. You can see already this round magic snake, it's much more of a smaller size than this one. Let's see how this one compares. So this is what I unboxed a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we can see, so I guess this isn't a full-sized one after all, even though it is actually the same length as a regular 24-piece snake. So it is a good job that I've got several of these snakes, because like say if I'd only bought one and it happened to be this one, I'd end up with another one that's not a full-sized one, because this one, these two are basically the same size as each other, whereas this one it's a more bigger size. So I'm guessing this is the regular sized round magic snake. Okay, got some cube boxes there. So this is yet again another freebie, which I'm not too bothered about. I don't really care for the artwork on it that much, so I'll probably sell this on eBay at some point. We've got some boxes, well, one box there and some stickers for the what's it called, Biennial cube. I'll probably pronounce that wrong. And we've got another magic. So here we have yet another 24-piece round magic snake, and this is a full-sized one as well. then one more package to open. So here we have a Yongjun Diamond 3x3 shape mod, a Yongjun VVGOO-III 3x3, and the Dayan puzzle, which is called a it's called that. Alright, so yet another coincidence. It's crazy. There's like 3 coincidences with this order. So the first coincidence is that all of these things, which I bought off several different sellers, they all turned up on the same day at Taobao Ring. The second one is that I got several freebies in this order from several different sellers. And then the third one is this magic snake and this magic snake. The sellers, they were sending out random colours. You couldn't choose the colours. And when I bought this one, I thought if I was able to choose the colour, I'd choose this one, you know, because I like the way that looks the best. But there were several different colours, and you know, when you buy it, it's going to send out a random colour. And it was the same thing with this one. I thought if I was able to pick a colour, I'd pick orange, but you know, you can't pick a colour, they just send them out randomly. So it's quite a coincidence that these 2 snakes have actually turned out to be the colours that I actually want them in. Alright, so let's take a look at this void Cubetwist bandaged 3x3 first. So unfortunately, the one that I ordered was there's two of these. The one that I ordered was a different version. Unfortunately, they've sent me this version, and I've already got it. But one thing I did notice when I was taking this out of the packaging is that these orange tiles, they look way darker than these other orange tiles. So I'll just sell this on eBay. Alright, let's take a look at this Heshu round 24-piece magic snake. So there's a Heshu logo. And the first ever 3x3 speed cube that I got, which was many years ago, I think it was back in around 2010, it was a Heshu 3x3, which I sadly don't have anymore. Yeah, alright, let's open this. So we've got some instructions in the middle of the ball shape. So let's just have a quick look at these. Okay, so we've got some English on this. Yeah, it's just telling you that it's made up of 24 pieces, and it's telling you how to unwrap the ball so it ends up being a long snake. There it's talking about the different shapes you can make, basic moves. I thought this was going to be like really broken English, is that the right way of putting it? Or English, but it's the English is actually quite good, to be honest. Yeah, it says it's the most popular snake in the world, the one that charms you, instead of you charming the snake. It's talking about angles, and on this side we've got the different shapes that you can make with it. Got some hints there. Yeah, it's interesting how they're calling it Rubik's transformable snake when it's not actually by Rubik's, it's by Heshu. The best-selling Puxel, so there's your broken English there. Alright, so let's take a look at the snake itself. Let's unfold this. So I really like the colours of this. Pink, blue and yellow. So there you can see the whole snake there. Let's compare it to the last one that I got. I don't know whether this is regular sized and this is a big size, or whether this is a small sized one and this is a regular sized one, because if we compare them to a regular sized regular 24p snake, we can see the blue one is exactly the same length. Well, actually, I think it's a little bit longer, but it's a lot more thinner, which is what made me think, which is what at first made me think that this is actually a small size one. This one, it's like the width of it, it's about the same size as a regular sized snake, but it's way longer. So I don't know what to think. I'm guessing this is a regular sized one and this is a small sized one. So let's take a closer look at this, and already I'm noticing a defect on it. Yeah, it does look like it's really cheaply made. You can see like gaps there. I mean, a lot of puzzles from China are very cheap to buy, but most of them, in my experience, they do come across like really nice quality. Whereas this, its quality isn't that great. Yeah, I'll show you that defects that I noticed before. So yeah, it's got like a hole in it there. So I was thinking I'll keep this one, and I'll probably sell this one on eBay, but no, I'm not sure. I think I'll probably keep both, because it does seem cheaply made, so maybe it could break or whatever, and I'm not really keen on that hole that's in it. And this one, it might be better quality. So let's take a closer look at this. So age is 8 plus, and the brand name is Guangsuda, which I've never heard of before. Let's open this. There's the instructions. Got some shapes there that you can make with it. I think this feels a bit heavier than this one, so hopefully this one is of a better quality. And you can see it's already in a shape there. I think that's meant to be like a space rocket or something. Let's unfold this. Wow, that feels and sounds completely different to turn than this one. If you compare it with this one, it sounds way different. Okay, I've just noticed this is actually a different shape from your regular round snakes. This is like, it's more of an oval shape. You can see it's kind of squashed, the tube. So that's cool. So even if this was like really great quality, I would still keep this one anyway, since it is a different shape and this thing is falling off. But we can see there, it's not one of those snakes that's held together by string. It's got like, I don't know what you'd call them, rivets or whatever, so they're a lot more harder to break. And if you do break, if I was to break one, I've got loads of spares of these rivets, so I can just fix it. Alright, so there you go. And you've got a logo there as well. And it's interesting how you've got like these dots. Let's compare the size of it to this Heshu one. Yeah, it's a lot shorter, even though it is 24 pieces, just like this one. This one is 24 pieces. But it's still a bit longer than the regular 24-piece snake. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this comes in one of those generic like toys wrapping. Quite stiff to turn. I'm guessing this one is probably held together by a string. Oh, and it looks like we've possibly got a brand name on the end of it. So that says Nanlong. Never heard of that brand before. Let's just compare this to the other small round snake that I've got. So interestingly, this one, it's actually a little bit longer and just a little bit wider. I was expecting it to be exactly the same size. Right, so let's open up this one, the YJ Diamond. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the ones in clear colours are a lot more uncommon, and I think the red clear ones are supposed to be quite rare. I'm not sure who that guy is. So you can get it in clear green, clear purple, clear red. You can also get it in clear yellow as well, which isn't on this. I don't think I've ever seen one in clear green before. But yeah, before buying this, it just took me such a long time to decide which colour to go for. I was just finding it really difficult to make up my mind. At first, I almost went for the purple one, but then I ended up changing my mind and got the red one. I think probably because it's supposed to be. I think the reason why I ended up changing my mind and getting the red one is because it's supposed to be more rare. Okay, so you get this cool little stand with it, and here is the puzzle itself. So there's your little stand as well. And the puzzle just goes in it like that. Yeah, so it's a 3x3 shape mod. Yeah, I do really like the way this looks. I've got some other diamond 3x3 shape mods. I'll just go and get them and I'll show you them. And here they are. So these are diamond puzzles. They've been out for years. These two are by QiYi, and they also made a red one as well, which I don't have. And these are like pretty much impossible to find now to buy. And then you've got this one, which is by Diansheng. These are still really common. But yeah, you can see how this other diamond is like a totally different shape. It's like it's kind of flat and squashed. I do quite like the shape. So let's try and put this into a checkerboard pattern. Let's see. So the turning is fine. Does feel very dry, like maybe there's kind of like dust trapped between the layers or something. So I think I've done it right, the checkerboard pattern. So yeah, it's an interesting looking pattern. So yeah, let's scramble this. Yeah, it's not really that finger trickable, to be honest. I think it's just because, I don't know, it kind of feels quite stiff. Maybe the tensions need to be loosened, and like I said before, it feels very kind of dry. So I guess that will do. So there is a YJ 3x3 shape mod diamond. So let's take a look at this Diansheng 3x3. Cute production experts. Not a 3-sad onion. Let's open this. So this looks like a fairly modern speed cube. Back in the day, in the late 2000s, I'm pretty sure the Diansheng 3x3s was some of the best 3x3 speed cubes. I think they were called Type Ds or something. And there's the instruction pamphlet. So this one, it looks more up to date. I do have another Diansheng speed cube which kind of looks like a modern speed cube, and it's a GANS 356 or 357 knockoff. This it looks different, like it's a different kind of 3x3. But yeah, let's see how this turns. It's not bad, but it feels like an old speed cube. Kind of has a bit of a blocky feeling to it. Let's see what the corner cutting is like. It's not that good. Definitely not up to speed cube, definitely not up to modern speed cube standards. But maybe, I was going to say maybe the tensions just need loosening, but it already feels quite loose. Okay, so I've changed the lighting settings on my camera, because before the cube was just looking like way too kind of bright, like the whiteness and stuff. So there's a corner. It's quite interesting actually how you've got that hole there, and you've got some ridges there. Yeah. Alright, so let's do a checkerboard pattern. And let's scramble this. Yeah, this actually does feel very loose, so it's quite surprising how bad the corner cutting is. There is a scrambled Diansheng 3x3. So let's take a look at this one. This is a freebie. The QiYi Warrior. Let's open this. There's the instruction pamphlet. I've seen videos of this on YouTube, and when watching this, when watching the videos of this, I couldn't help but notice that, like, the centerpieces, like on the corners, they kind of look as though they're being like carved away, the corners, like someone has tried modifying the puzzle, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see what the turning is like on this. It does feel quite good. It's kind of got like a dry, sandy kind of feel. Let's do the checkerboard pattern on this. So there's your checkerboard pattern, and corner cutting. Yep, good. Reverse is really good. Oh, not with the corners though. Let's see what the pieces look like. So there's your corner. There's your edge. And let's scramble this. So yeah, definitely not bad for a freebie. So there is a scrambled QiYi Warrior. Right, let's take a look at this magic. So it says magic board there, and 2010 Expo, Shanghai, China. Licensed product of Expo 2010 Shanghai, China. So this is going to be 9 years old. And I've actually got a plastic Kongming lock, which is, it looks like that building. So I think that's where the Chinese Expo was held. China Pavilion, I think that's the name of the building. Hotline. Let's try and take this off without wrecking the box. You've got like a piece of kind of foamy stuff, and you've got this, this pamphlet. Taobao is coming. Magic board instruction. So that's a brief instruction. So yeah, it's talking about how the magic board was invented by Hungarian Professor Rubik. Warm tips. Wonder how they compare to cold tips. Magic boards, basic games. Heart-shaped tactics. What do they even mean by that? Special tips of magic board. Here are some three-dimensional shapes. No exaggeration to say that. After learning, you can rotate the wrist to make these patterns. So it's like showing some shapes that you can make. So yeah, so these are all the interesting different shapes that you can make with an 8-panel magic. So let's take the magic out of its box. So there's the front of it. Looks really nice, I think. And there's the back. So it's been a long time since I've solved a magic, so I'm not sure if I can remember anymore. What I'll do is I'll go away, try and figure out how to solve this, and then I can show you how the back of it looks when it's solved. So yeah, I've been messing around with this for a while, trying to remember how you meant to solve it, and I think maybe I've solved it. I mean, like these like pictures and the writing, they look correct, like it is solved, but then when I look at these really small pictures, it doesn't quite look right. It's like this bit, it's not matching up with that bit, and it's the same kind of thing here. It's like this part of a picture, it's not really matching up with that one, so I don't know whether it's solved or it's not, to be honest. But yeah, so that is an 8-panel magic Expo 2010. So let's take a look at this chest one. So sandwiched in between like the layers of plastic, you've got like these pieces of thin card or paper with like the checkers on them and like the pictures of chess pieces. And on the one that I already have, the pieces of paper, they've kind of gone wrinkled, and I think that's because where I was storing it, the humidity was quite high, so that's why I've ended up buying another one. And you've got some spare string there. So I'll put that string back into the packet so it doesn't get lost. So these are the instructions that you get with it. So by Lingo, 16 panels. So this is a super Master Magic. And there you go. I don't know how to solve one of these, but you can see right now it is in its solved state because well, you can just tell by the way it looks. So you've got your black chess pieces there and there and your white ones there and there. The other side looks kind of scrambled, so when you actually solve this it will mess up this side, but this side it will look correct, if you know what I mean. There's a close up look at it. So yeah, on the one that I've already got, like on the paper, it just looks rippled. Alright, so let's take a look at this little Diansheng 3x3. So this was a freebie as well. So the colours are painted onto the cube. You can see all these green ones are quite off centre. So yeah, it's really stiff, just doesn't turn that great, but it might be able to be improved with some breaking in and some lube. I don't know if you can tension this or not, if the centres are capped. Yep, there's your cap, but it's like a plastic thing, so there's no screws, so you can't tension it. Let's see what the sexy move on this is like. Not that good at all, actually. Let's try and put this back. See what the pieces look like. Yeah, just blocky pieces. Corner cutting. Pretty much a non-existent checkerboard pattern. Well, there's your checkerboard pattern. And let's scramble this. And there is your scrambled Diansheng Mini 3x3. So yeah, since I've already got one of these, I'll probably just sell this one on eBay. Let's take a look at this YJ VVGOO-III. So this is a bit more bigger than a regular sized 3x3. And I do actually already have one of these. The reason why I've bought another one again is because the one that I've got, the tensions on it are too loose, so it does pop a lot, and I don't even want to bother with trying to tension it because I did own another one before that one, and when I tried to tension it, one of the threads ended up stripped, and so the cube was ruined. And I do have a lot of bad luck with tensioning puzzles. Like, quite often the threads will just end up stripped. It's not like I'm tightening the screws as much as they can, and I'm still trying really hard to turn it, because that's obviously what will strip a thread. But it's just, you know, it's just kind of just tightening the tension normally. Sometimes the threads can just get stripped really easily. So I thought, rather than trying to tension it and probably messing up the cube, I'll just buy another one and hopefully the tensions will be better on it. You've got quite a bit of writing there. Play it for no pop now. Pagoda spring with micro screw. I've got no idea what a pagoda spring is. Never heard of pagoda before. Lubricating oil adopted. I've always wanted to adopt some lubricating oil. Let's open this. So these VVGOO-IIIs are really difficult to find now. There's the instructions there. But this was basically my my second 3x3 speed cube. So like my first one was the Heshu, and then I got this one because the Heshu was in black, and I thought it'd be cool to have a 3x3 that's in white as well as a black one. And so I bought one of these, and I really liked the way it felt to turn it. It just has like such a smooth, buttery kind of feeling, and I just like the fact that it's a little bit bigger than a regular sized 3x3, as you can see there. So let's see how this turns. It's pretty nice, and luckily it doesn't feel too loose like my other one, so that's pretty great. And the pieces, just your basic blocky pieces again. Corner cutting, it's not bad at all. Not that great that way. Reverse, not really any reverse. And you have the stickers on this are textured. Let's do the checkerboard pattern. There's your checkerboard pattern, and let's scramble this. So this doesn't quite feel as buttery as my first one. I don't think the one that I already have feels that buttery either, but the first one just felt really buttery, so I don't know, maybe it feels quite dry and like there's dust inside. But I found with a lot of cubes that feel like that, after you've broken them in, they don't feel so dry anymore. So maybe after I've broken this one in, it might feel more buttery, especially after lubing it. So there you go, that's the YJ VVGOO-III. So lastly, I mean there's not really any point in me getting this out of the packaging and showing it, because I've already shown it in an unboxing video. So this is the last one. And this is in limited edition green. Now, the really interesting thing about this is because, well, many years ago, when puzzles were released in limited edition colours, there really were limited editions, like they were hard to get a hold of. You know, those just made in like really limited numbers, and they would become really rare quite fast. But then things started to change. It was like whenever a puzzle came out in a limited edition colour, it would just be really, really common. Like even several years after it was released, it would still be like really, really common. Like the MFA green, ice green Cubetwist, for example. But these, interestingly, in clear green, they are very, very rare. They are very difficult to get hold of. That's why I had to get this one from Taobao, because I couldn't find one anywhere else. So this isn't the simple version. There's another version of this puzzle, and it's more simple. I think it just doesn't have like these cuts. So like this shape, it's like it's just kind of one piece, I think. But yeah, let's see how this turns. Not brilliantly, but it'll do. You've got these interesting kind of turns as well. So this shape shifts. Let's see. It's just kind of getting stuck there. I can't turn it anymore. Let's see some shape shifting. Oh, that went really loose then. Yeah, it's pieces are coming out of alignment, and it's getting stuck. Okay, I think maybe the tension on it might need to be tightened. Okay, it seems to be turning better now. Well, it was. I don't know if all of these are like this or not. I don't know if this can be improved, maybe by tightening the tensions, but like I said before, I'm usually really unlucky with altering the tensions on a puzzle. But yeah, I'll go away and sticker this and then I'll come back. Okay, so the cube is now stickered, and before, when I had a look at the box, a better look at the box, I realised that this actually isn't the Dayan Shuangfeiyan. This is the Shuangfeiyan, which is this one. The other one, that's the more simplified version, so you can see, like these bits, there's no cuts in them. So yeah, I think it's a really nice looking puzzle, this, especially in this this clear green colour. It looks quite cool when you shine a torch through it, actually. I'm not sure if that's showing up that well on camera or not. So I'll give you a nice close-up look at this. So I think there's only two types of turns you can do on this. You've got these ones, the corners, and then you've got these turns as well. So quite often when I try to shapeshift this puzzle, parts of the puzzle that look like they're lining up like they would shapeshift, but then when you look more closely they don't quite exactly line up. So like this bit. So this cut is lining up with this cut. So you'd think you'd be able to turn these three pieces away and, you know, shapeshift the puzzle. But when you look on this part, you can see that this cut, it doesn't quite line up with that one. It's really close. So like at first glance it looks as though you'd be able to move these three pieces out of the way. But I mean I am actually moving them out of the way. But the way it looks there, it looks like you're not supposed to turn it. So I think that could make the cube pop. And yeah, this puzzle, it very much reminds me of the VVGOO-III. Let's see. It's like this shape that you've got. You get that on the VVGOO-III as well. And the turns are very similar. So let's see. So you can turn a corner like that, and you can do the same thing on the VVGOO-III. And then there's these kinds of turns, which they're not exactly the same, but they do remind me of these turns that you can do on the VVGOO-III. Also, I did some shapeshifting on this before, and I was able to do the exact same shapeshifting on the VVGOO-III. I'll show you. So hopefully I can remember exactly what I did. So there you go, they look pretty much identical. Oops. So that is really crazy. So I guess, is this maybe like a more simple Radio Cube 3? I'm not really sure. I don't know if I want to scramble this fully yet, to be honest. Not really sure why. You know, go on then, let's scramble it. Actually, I'm not going to scramble this fully because it will take a long time, because you know, it's made of many pieces, and I just want to kind of get on with making the video and like finish making the video, so I don't want to be spending too much time on scrambling this right now. I think I'll just leave it there. So that is a partly scrambled, can't remember the name of it, puzzle by Dayan. So I want to give an update on a couple of these puzzles. The diamond 3x3, turning is very stiff and it locks up a lot, so that made it very difficult to solve, because I'll keep losing where I was, like during algorithms. And at least the way I solved it, you know, like the part of the cube that I chose to be the top layer, there was quite a few different parities that were happening. So it's one of the more difficult 3x3 shape mods, like the YJ heart. This puzzle, I couldn't believe it when I found out, but you can make more turns on this than what you can on a regular snake. I'll show you that now. So on a regular snake, this is the amount of turns you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. On this one, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is crazy. I had no idea that snakes like this existed. You know, I've got loads of different shaped 24-piece magic snakes, and all of them move like the regular magic snake. None of them move like this. So you can do some really crazy shapes with this, which will be impossible on any other 24-piece magic snake, and I'll show you now. So look at that, that is just absolutely crazy. There's no way you can do this on a regular magic snake. So I'm so glad that that I did choose to get several round ones, because you know, they've not all turned out to be exactly the same. You've got this one which is a regular round one. You've got this one which is it's kind of like oval shaped, if you know what I mean. So it's like a round one, but it's like squashed, and it just moves in a completely different way. It's really, really interesting. And then this one, it is actually a little bit bigger than the other rounded snake that I've got. And to be honest, these smaller snakes that are connected by string, they do break easily, so it's always good to have a spare one. So yeah, from Taobao I received a Cubetwist Void Bandaged 3x3, a Diansheng 3x3, a mini Diansheng 3x3, a QiYi Warrior, a YJ VVGOO-III, this magic, which is called a In Bob Magic, that's a brand. That was a freebie. Oh yeah, I forgot to say as well, that and that were freebies as well. This Expo 2010 Magic, Chess Super Master Magic, Dayan, whatever the name is, YJ Diamond, 24 piece round snake, 24 piece really weird snake, and a Heshu 24 piece snake. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.